Hello guys, and welcome back to Let's Talk Tuesday from the first ever one in my new flat. I am obviously now back at uni, as you will have hopefully seen my moving in vlog. So I am trying this setup for the first time. I've got all my photos and everything behind me. So yeah, I thought it'd be a bit more fun than you seeing my kitchen, which is a state right now. Today's Let's Talk Tuesday is one that I actually asked about like probably a couple of months ago now. It's all just got a bit crazy, and that is about the thing that I hated most about having a club foot until the whole like chronic pain and everything else situation. And actually it's something that I still almost struggle with, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how I've kind of got a bit more freedom about that. But first of all, well, without further ado, let's get into it. So basically, the thing that bothered me most as a child about my club foot wasn't the fact I couldn't run properly, wasn't the fact practically that I got bullied, any of that. No, the thing that annoyed me most was shoes. Yeah, shoes. Basically, since I was since I was a baby, I have not been able to wear the shoes that I have wanted to wear. And as I've got older, the situation has got a lot worse, especially if I'm walking. So basically, because of my feet being completely different sizes from each other, my club foot is a size 3 and is really, really wide. Like it's really stumpy basically, and then my right foot is quite long and is a size 5, so they're 2 sizes different. And before you ask, no, I don't get a discount, but yes, I have to buy 2 pairs of shoes. So basically, as I've just said, that annoyed me like considerably, because getting school shoes, for example. So up until about, I think the main issue started in about year 8, so I was 13. But before then, I could just about wear school shoes and then wear normal trainers instead of the pumps that everyone else wore for like PE. Or I think maybe even I did it like barefoot for things like gymnastics, because it was better for me being barefoot than in the like thin soles with no movement. So I could still wear school shoes and things like that, which, you know, it's great, you think. Apart from the fact, so in the UK, we have a store called Clark's, and pretty much, I'd say like 70% of the country go there for their school shoes. That's like complete like guesswork, but that's pretty similar, I'd say. And basically, in Clark's, they had an odd shoe scheme, which meant that you got a discount if you had to buy a second pair because you have odd size feet. So that's great for my parents and me. Apart from the fact, when you start getting older and you go from being in the infant range, they then have a junior range and they have a bootleg range. Bootleg's kind of like their teenage range. So my feet, because they were 2 sizes different from each other and kind of growing at separate rates, they ended up in different schemes every time from about the age of 7. Well, definitely from year 7. There was 1 pair of shoes that went across both the infant and the junior ranges. So I had to have that pair of shoes, which, to be honest, weren't the best shoes for me, but I was damn wearing school shoes. I had to have that pair. I didn't get a choice. I had to have that pair, because it was the only one that Clark's did that split shoe scheme. And at the time, like, things like Skechers and stuff weren't really on our radar. Also, Skechers don't do school shoes, at least like school shoes in that sense of the word. So I had to have these pairs of shoes, and I remember one day I got so excited, like so excited, because I knew my foot had finally reached the junior range. That was until I realized that my big foot had ended up in the bootleg range, aka the teenage range, and they didn't have a single pair that went across them all. So I went from being able to wear school shoes to not being able to wear school shoes through no fault of my own, because obviously I needed a supportive shoe. Like, I've needed supportive shoes for the whole of my life. So I couldn't just go and get like a cheaper quality pair of shoes for the fact that they didn't offer the level of support that Clark shoes did. So I then had to get special permission at the age of about 12, 13 to wear trainers at school because I couldn't buy any school shoes, but also I couldn't find any school shoes, even if I could buy them, that were supportive enough for what I needed at that time. So that kind of sucked, especially when teachers are bringing you up on your footwear multiple times. So much so that the assistant head teacher has to make you a card because you keep getting brought up on your uniform by other assistant head teachers. Yeah, thanks. So to cut a long story short, it didn't just affect my school shoes, especially as time went on and I did develop chronic pain, and the ability of me to walk got worse. The only shoes that I can wear now are trainers. Apart from if I'm maybe going out for a meal and only having to walk through the car park, then I can just about get away with like some low wedges. But pretty much I wear trainers exclusively, or shoes that have trainer soles. So Skechers do some shoes that have trainer soles, like flip-on shoes, and I wear those, and they have to have memory foam in them for me to wear them for most of the time, for any long period of time, especially if I'm walking on them. So obviously you can imagine how frustrating this is, especially on things like nights out, when everyone else is wearing heels or at least like nice pumps, and I have to wear trainers. And even more nerve-wracking when not the club that I like and not the club that I go to, but certain clubs have dress codes, and technically by wearing trainers I violate their dress codes. Thankfully I've never been brought up on it. I think because the dress codes are the least of anyone's problems right now. But that's obviously again another nerve-wracking thing because I hate confrontation. So believe it or not, it might be a weird thing, and you might think that having chronic pain or basically being forced to do swimming for the whole of my primary school PE is annoying. But weirdly, this was the thing that almost annoyed me the most because it's caused so much anxiety and conflict. Every time I went shoe shopping, I hated it. And to be fair, I still do, because it's always frustrating. There is one kind of glimmer of hope, and I filmed little bits and pieces about it and how much my wheelchair has given me freedom. But it's not just giving me freedom in the fact that I don't have to physically torture myself anymore to walk, to go places, to be able to live my life at uni. It's also enabled me to wear whatever shoes I want. I can wear boots, I can wear my wedges. I don't actually own any heels anymore for the fact that I can't wear them anymore. But I've actually been able to wear and bring cool shoes that I can't walk long distances in. But I can walk short distances in them. I can wear them when I go out. So I went to an event the other day and I got to wear boots. And that was amazing because I haven't been able to wear those boots apart from going out for meals for years. And I have this super cool pair of trainers that I'm gonna grab for you right now. So they're not actually trainers, they're high top. So they're high top trainers, but because they were leather and the soles don't bend, they have memory foam in them because I'm from Skechers, but I can't walk in them for long periods of time, is what I'm kind of saying to this. But I got to wear them. I got to wear them going out, and it's so much fun. The fact that I can wear what shoes I want to wear, and I get to wear shoes like this now. So I guess it's one of those things that you might have not expected to click on this video thinking that the thing I hate most is literally the fact that I can't wear shoes or the shoes I want to wear. But it does have such a profound impact on the fact that I kept being pulled up for my uniform the fact that I felt completely left out, because like, and weirdly, like now being in my wheelchair, I don't look like everyone else. I stand out from the crowd, especially at uni, but the fact that when I was in high school, it was bad enough that I was on and off crutches, but I couldn't even wear the shoes I wanted to wear, you know, and people were questioning why I was allowed to wear trainers and they weren't. You know, they were black trainers, like they were, like in the end, Skechers black, like solely black slip-on shoes, but they were still like different to what everyone else was wearing. So I felt like left out, and now I actually get to be excited about shoes again, and that's a good thing. So this was probably quite a short Let's Talk Tuesday, but I've had a crazy busy day. I filmed another video for you guys, which should be up in a couple of weeks, and that's just like kind of a typical Monday in my life. Basically, I just wanted to come on here and say, you know, and talk about this because it's something that, you know, not many people would know about me. And it's actually something that's had an impact on my life for a good while. So yeah, I hope that's kind of not clear things up, but I guess that's kind of like giving you some insight into what my childhood was like, having such an invisible disability and almost not even classing myself as disabled until like my condition progressed severely to the state that it's progressed to now. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe and like this video as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.